Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review episode 226. This reviewing just the newest episode of the anime, which is episode number 1003. Yep, 1003, which I don't... Okay, it's called A Heroic Blade, Red Scabbards, Kaido once... Red Scabbards versus Kaido once more, once again more. It's a long title, but yeah, that's the name of the episode. This episode does finish up adapting chapter 991. It adapts pages 13 to 17 of that one and pages 3 through 5 of chapter 992. They adapt this up a bit out of order, per se. You probably think, that's not a lot of material. Given what's shown in these pages, it's surprising how much material was covered for these episodes. Oh yeah, definitely. So, pretty much what happened here is that we see Queen, who started last, so Queen's like firing the plague bullets. And of course, Zoro asking X Drake what the heck, these things are, but he doesn't say what they are just yet. And then we cut to, we see Black Maria playing a song. Yep, we see her playing a song. We also see Luffy and Sanji, where they basically continue running through the castle. Of course, the samurai help him try to get to where Kaido is. Let's see, there's also Yamato still chasing Shinobu and Momo. Though at least Momo's actually quite interesting to hear what Yamato wants to say. She keeps saying, "I'm Kacha Odin, this is your father," stuff like that. I think it's quite hilarious. Let's see. Oh yes, there's also basically stuff that happens outside. Basically we see Pespro and Marco finding Big Mom. You see before we get to that point, we see the minks battling a bunch of our samurai in order to help out Luffy. But look how Carrot shows up completely out of nowhere, helps out for a bit, and then she hears lick. And she's like, I know that voice. And she rushes out. And of course, meanwhile, we see Big Mom basically shake herself off. It's like, And then of course Pespro shows up. And the argument they have is from the manga, where basically she doesn't like the fact that she teams up with, of all people, Kaido, she's not found trustworthy. Then you keep it in that the whole alliance is actually her idea. That's good, because it definitely is true. And of course, Marco points out, though, that basically despite the fact that, Whitebeard is no longer alive, basically the Whitebeard pirates are meant to do whatever the heck they want. Basically, they're free. Though in the case of this scene, is intersected with both with Carrot, and of course Carrot sees him that's him. And we see a flashback to Whole Cake. Yes, of all things, Whole Cake. Which I believe this is the second time in this arc we actually have a flashback to Whole Cake. And that was 2 arcs back. We also see a flashback, which basically a little bit of stock footage from Marineford. The most frequent flashback arc of the entire series. This arc is frequently referenced because how big of importance this arc is. Just Enies Lobby is definitely important, but basically, I would think that's going to be basically brought up when it gets to the stuff they did recently with the whole thing of CP0 going off Nicaragua again, despite the fact they don't need to go back there again. Yep. And there is technically still one more thing left to talk about here. Now, I do like seeing Carrot basically where she sees possibly Marco for the first time. As far as I can tell, she's never met Marco before. Pespro, yes. Marco, no. Never met Marco before. And the last thing to talk about this episode is that we see Cat Vapor and Dogstorm beating the crap out of Jack and easily defeating him. Which didn't happen in the manga. No, he just disappeared. He wasn't seen again after the brief fight between him and the minks, which had him lose. And of course, Kaido, to prevent his subordinate's death, basically steps in and he's like, I won't let you beat my subordinate to death. Jack is one of the lead performers. He tells Jack to go get some treatment, which he does. And then we have Kaido, where he basically unleashes his blast breath on the samurai. But Kinemon, whose sword can cut fire, yes it can, where he fires the blast whip and Kinemon slices the thing in half. He also cuts Kaido's cheek. Yes, he cuts like a little cut in his cheek, which that is something which makes him the first person since Odin to cut him. Not as bad as Odin's cut per se, but he's the first person since Odin to cut him, which good job for that. Yep. And that's the episode. It's just basically a series of stuff happening here. We're progressing along the plot a little bit, but definitely looking forward to next week's episode. Well, it looks like they're finally going to wrap up the chase where Yamato's going to finish chasing Shinobu and probably explain what the heck is going on with her. But yeah, we're just progressing along a little bit and definitely looking forward to next week. And let me check and see about this. I believe that because I think that the manga itself, I think the next chapter, yeah, it does come out next week. So, just a review of that. And I think also next week, I believe it's probably going to be this week. I'm not sure. I probably should check. Let me take a look and see here. There's one other anime that tends to release manga too. So we have Naruto. We have. Let me check and see about this. I think Boruto gets a chance to release. I think Boruto's got another chapter coming out soon. Let's see. Oh, it comes out Monday. Okay. So yeah, so basically both One Piece and Boruto. Now, the app I'm reading this from, basically for the chapters, it's actually from the Weekly Shonen Type app. That's where I read the chapters from, so I can basically. That's where I do my reviews for several of my manga that I review. So I'll be basically doing that for Demon Slayer next. Look up and see what they changed. Which, in the case of what they did for One Piece, nothing really much changed per se. Just basically extended a lot of scenes here. Okay, so that's the particular review. Stay tuned for next week, which will be Demon Slayer. Okay, next video. Bye.